Should have types of sentences written in your grammar journal with the date. Okay, turn to the next blank page. (1027) Types of sentences. It's number 17. Okay, we are only going to stay on this page because we're going to have something to glue in on this side. So you're going to take it and you're actually going to do that. But I'm going to keep this up for another 10 seconds so you can write it. And then you're going to turn your page like that. You're going to make a chart. It's going to have 3 columns. Okay, so we have simple sentences, okay, we have compound sentences. We've already gone over the first 2 already, but we're just going to write in the notes on here. Compound sentences. And then we have complex sentences. Okay, so a simple sentence. Every sentence needs to have 2 things. What 2 things are they?
A subject and a predicate.
Perfect. Okay, so 1 subject. These are must-haves. 1 predicate. Okay, example of that. Can you guys see that very well, that blue? Or no?
Yeah.
You guys can read that?
Yeah.
Is it better if I just put it in black?
No.
Yeah. Probably. Yes.
No.
No. What?
Okay. What I will do if you don't finish this, I'm going to have this video up so you can watch this video if you need it during tier time, okay? Or for later. Example. I woke up late. I woke up late. Who is the subject? I. And what did I do?
Woke up late.
Woke up late. Very good. Because what is our verb? Woke. Okay. Okay, so that is a simple sentence. Compound sentence have what? Connor.
A fanboy and a comma.
Fanboy and a comma. Good.
And the comma has to be in front of the fanboy.
Perfect. And what are the comma and fanboy joining?
2 sentences.
2 full sentences, right? So the whole sentence, that new compound sentence, has 2 what? 2 what?
Sentences.
2
subjects and predicates.
2 subjects, 2 predicates. Good. So it is 2 sentences
2 subjects.
joined with a comma and conjunction, which is another word for our fanboys. Okay. So there's 2 subjects. Also done at the end, I promise. It'll be up here. Try not to write right on the lines. It's hard to see when it's like that. 2 subjects, 2 predicates.
This one to see.
Yeah.
I have to do it like every single letter in one job.
So our example. So I'm going to put 2 sentences together. I'm tired. I will take a nap. Okay, so I have to put those together with a comma and a fanboy. Okay. I'm tired. That's our first sentence. I'm is a subject. And what am I? Tired. I promise I didn't make these sentences. Comma. So, it does. Okay, so is our fanboy. Comma, and our fanboy. Our conjunction. So, I will take a nap. Okay. Subject is I, and what will I do? Will take a nap. Okay. So we have 2 subjects and 2 predicates with a comma conjunction combining them. Yes. Can you wait like 5 minutes? Huh? Okay. You can wait. You can wait. Okay. I'll give you guys a second. Raise your hand if you still need a minute to copy this. Okay. Our next one, yeah, go ahead, is complex sentences. We haven't gone over this one, but this is super, super similar to compound sentences. Okay, this is using our AWUBIS that we talked about. Remember that we did the Pear Deck on? Yes. Oh, we're not chatting right now, guys. So, a complex sentence are 2 sentences joined with an AWUBIS. Oh, is there 2 B's, right?
Yes.
Actually, I don't think so. Oh, there is. I put too many W's. That's what I did.
There's 2 W's.
Yep. Whiteout.
Oh,
said you didn't have any.
I got some.
That's a confusing one.
Awubis.
Can I tell you something?
Not yet. Okay, so two sentences joined with an awubis. Remember, our awubis is after, although, as, when, while, until, before, because, if, or since. That is awubis. Okay, it also has two subjects and two predicates, just like the compound sentences.
How many W's does it have?
Two. Now, the difference between these two is one uses a fanboy, one uses an awubis. When you use an awubis, that sentence, whether it's in the middle or at the end, or at the beginning, sorry, wherever you put the awubis, it is no longer an independent sentence. It's no longer an independent clause, which means a simple sentence, a sentence that can stand by itself. So, if we had the example, and let me write it, and then I'll make a little bit more sense, hopefully. Example. Before is our awubis. Before I walked into school, on the first day, comma. Okay, so this is our first sentence. Okay, the sentence before we added the awubis was, I walked into school on the first day. Okay, when you add before to the beginning of it, it is no longer a simple sentence. It is no longer an independent clause. It can't stand by itself because before I walked into school on the first day, if I came up to you, Briley, and said, before I walked to school on the first day, you'd look at me and go, what are you talking about? Before what? You have to add something else to it. Or if I said, I walked into school on the first day, is that a complete thought? Yeah. I walked into school on the first day. You'd be like, okay, cool. No other questions? Maybe that's random, but it's a full thought. But if you say before in front of it, if you put an awubis in front, it is no longer a complete thought. It is a dependent clause. So if you put the awubis at the beginning of a sentence, you put the comma in the middle, and then you need one more simple sentence to complete it. Okay, oh, sorry, I have it on here. Okay. I felt butterflies in my stomach. Before I walked to school on the first day, comma, and then this sentence can stand by itself. I felt butterflies in my stomach. I is the subject, and what did I do? Felt butterflies in my stomach. Two complete thoughts, but with an awubis, so now this one is not complete. It's dependent and independent clause. This is a complex sentence. So if you see an awubis, it's complex. If you see a fanboy, it's
Compound.
as long as it has a what with it? Comma and two subjects, two predicates. Cut the hiccups, sorry. Give you another bit to make sure you have this written.
Mine looks like it said.
Huh?
I accidentally put blonde. Because it looks like an
Oh.
Baby is in my stomach.
Guys. Okay. The other way that you can use an awubis is use it in the middle of the sentence. And you don't need a comma for that. You do not have to write this, but you can. Okay? Because I know your guys' hands are probably starting to hurt. So this is the example of it in the middle, or at the beginning. We're going to show an example now at the end. Or, gosh, I can't talk. This is an example of it at the beginning. We're going to show it now in the middle. So I walked, we're not talking, into school. You can get out snack in a minute, not yet. To school on the first day. Okay? Although, nope, wait. Although is my awubis. It's connecting the two sentences. I walked into school on my first day. Although I felt butterflies in my stomach. You do not need a comma if the awubis is in the middle of the sentences.
What?
It is not a fanboy. It doesn't need a comma in the middle. Okay, so if the awubis is in the middle, no comma. If the awubis is in the beginning, you need a comma separating sentences. Okay, either way, complex sentences still have two subjects and two predicates. And compound has two subjects, two predicates with a fanboy and a comma. Questions? Hold on.